It was the spirit that you had it like that, bro. You gotta watch for the signs. We in the spirit, brother. You gotta watch for the signs. We in the spirit, brother. You know, the spirit that you holding it like that.
This is
Nah, I call for Hosea 4:6. The Most High put the spirit. YAHAWASHI put the spirit on you. Nah, go to Hebrew.
Yeah.
4:6. Link that up with Luke. Go ahead, bro.
All right, this is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 6. It says, seeing therefore it remaineth that some must enter therein, and they to whom it was first preached entered not, in because of unbelief.
Yeah, they ain't gonna get delivered. They ain't gonna enter to the kingdom of heaven. Go ahead, bro.
It says verse 7, again, he limiteth a certain day, saying in David, today after so long a time, as it is said, today if ye will hear his voice, harden not your hearts.
Go ahead.
For if Yahawashi had given them rest, then would he not afterward have spoken of other days.
Go ahead.
Of another day.
Go ahead.
It says, there remaineth therefore a rest to the people of the Most High.
That's all I wanted out of there, bro. Go to Hebrews, Hosea 4:6. See that? That was a link up. Power. Go ahead, bro.
All right, this is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
My people, the Israelites, are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. So what I want to do, go ahead.
All right, it says, because that thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou should be no priest to me.
So what I want to do is look up lack of knowledge in the blue letter. You see? But that was going back into the time of Joshua. When Joshua, you know, during that time, when they entered into Jerusalem, okay? But on this side, right? I'm talking about Hebrews, chapter 4. It was going back during the time of Joshua too. But on this side, 2/3 not gonna enter into rest, which is the kingdom of heaven, because of their unbelief, man. You see? Lack of knowledge. I gotta bring some incense out here. You know what I'm saying? To keep these bugs flying around. It's getting hot now, and then the bugs starting to come out. You got all these trees around here. One of the dragonflies that eat mosquitoes. Go ahead.
All right, so the word lack and knowledge are separate. So I went to lack first, and this is Strong's H 1097 or 1097.
Strong's H 1097.
Looks like a Edomite.
Yeah, it looks like a Edomite. Saying free Palestine. Hey man. These people, man, way over. Well, if you want Palestine to be free, go over there and mount up. Yeah, let's see. Stop yelling it. Go over there and mount up. See what them Israelis do to you. Go over there and mount up. Go ahead.
All right, so it says believe, and it says wearing out. It says that's number one. Number two, it says without.
Without. Okay? Keep. Lacking. Without. Okay, go ahead.
It says no or not.
Without. That's what I want.
All right.
Lacking, right?
Come.
Knowledge.
All right, so going to knowledge, the word knowledge, still in the Blue Letter Bible. It says Strong's H, 1847.
Strong's H, 1847.
The I, it says number 1, it says knowledge.
Knowledge.
It says letter A, knowledge, perception,
Perception. Right?
skill.
Skill.
Letter B, it says discernment.
Bingo! So lacking is without knowledge and discernment. So they are without discernment. So Hosea 4 and 6 is telling you that the Most High saying, look, my people are without discernment. You see? Discernment in what? Knowing how to understand what's true and what's not.
That's what it says.
Go ahead.
It says discernment, understanding, wisdom.
Wisdom. What's true and what's not. So, YAHAWASHI is saying in Hosea 4 and 6, my people are without discernment. Right? Okay, they can't recognize what's true and what's not, man. Why? Because the Most High blinded them, man. Isaiah the 6th chapter. Romans the 11th chapter. Go ahead.
I got this is the Chaldean lexicon. It's number 1, it says knowledge, knowing something followed by an act. It also says knowing me, the knowledge of me.
Which is true. The reality of the Bible, man. You see? So they without discernment, knowing the true reality of the Bible, man. The purpose of YAHAWASHI, man. Because they think he came for everybody. Meaning, the Negro Latinos and Native Americans, they think that. We ain't worried about these other nations. Right. It's the Negro Latinos and Native Americans that we focus on. And the Most High is saying, look, my people are without discernment. So, read that from there again, Hosea 4 and 6.
This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children.
See? Right back. So since you ain't got no discernment on what's true concerning me, I'm gonna reject you. That's what YAHAWASHI is saying. Look, you think I came for everybody, I'm gonna reject you. Because I didn't. I didn't send my son for everybody. If you think that, you teaching that, I'm gonna reject you. Amongst the Negro Latinos and Native Americans. That's what it is. You see? But dude, that guy came up, I wanted to go into let me see what we had. I wanted to go into this which we're gonna get back into the Gentiles, right? But I wanted to go into this too. I'm gonna merge all this together. I'm gonna get back to the Gentiles, right? But I wanted to go into this article. Let's see if I can find it first. You know what I want? Jeremiah. You know? Jeremiah. Alright, I'm gonna go into this one first. This concerning the Edomite nation, them Russians. Okay? This concerning them Edomite nation, the Russians. Right? It says I'll show you the article after I finish reading it. It says, does Russia really produce 3 times more ammunition than the West? Okay? It says, major US and UK news outlets went ballistic after a report proves Russia was making 3 times the ammo at a quarter of a price of the West. Does this really add up? And then read on down, it said, recently mainstream media went into a frenzy after a report proves Russia was producing 3 times as much ammunition at a quarter of a price of Western manufacturers. But how did they do the math? So this is telling you right here that them Russians is loaded up. Okay? This is telling you that them Russians and how they analyzing it and looking at what them Russians is doing, they looking at them Russians is loaded, man. They loaded. Okay? They loaded. And the Ukraine war, I remember in the beginning, they were saying Russia was gonna run out of ammunition.
Right.
Okay? I wanna say that this Ukraine situation been going on for what, 2 years?
Yeah.
I wanna say it's been going on for 2 years. You finna check it out? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, it go back that far.
It goes back that far.
But
Let me see.
but I'm talking when they finally invaded. I mean when they finally set up the
operation.
when they went in.
Let me see. Russian special operation in Ukraine.
According to Wikipedia, special military operation, also special operation, and abbreviated as SLO or SBO, or Special Zona Operation, is an official term used by the Russian government and for Russian forces of the Russian.
On 24th of February 2022.
For 2 years. So they looking at Russia and they looking at the UK and they looking at the US and they saying to themselves, this been going on for 2 years. In the beginning they were saying Russia's gonna run out of ammo. Now they saying Russia is producing 3 times more ammo than the US, well, its Western counterparts.
Right.
Ukraine, Western counterpart. The Russians load up, man. They loaded up, man. YAHAWASHI got them on the left-hand side to where they ain't gonna stop.
3 shifts.
They ain't gonna stop, man. They putting in work. They ain't gonna stop. They mopping up. They doing what they do. They putting people in cardinals. That's what it is, man. Okay? And them Ukrainians over there, they in trouble, man. But that's part of the plan of depopulation from on high, man. To cut down some of these Edomites, man. They ain't gonna, Most High ain't gonna cut down all of them. They got going slaves.
Right.
But he gonna chop them down. He gonna do that. He gonna chop them down.
Yep.
And he gonna chop down the rest of these heathens too. And he gonna chop down 2/3 of Israel, man. He gonna chop them down. Okay? He gonna do it. I think I'll show y'all this article again. Okay? That's where it's at. So y'all got it now. Just in case I showed it to you, but I just want to show it to you again. So you can look at it on your own. Right? Now, this is another article, right? This is The Guardian, right? And this guy is a historian, right? And he went and he was writing about Ukraine and he post-Ukrainian, okay? He post-Ukrainian. and he went over to Ukraine, and this is what he found out. He says, this is Timothy Ash, right? And he says Ukraine can still recover with, he says Ukraine can still recover with bolder Western support, but right now it's on the ropes. So this is a historian, right? Who post-Ukraine. So he's looking at Ukraine is, look, if they get more Western support, right, they can recover, but right now they on the ropes. Okay? You've been over there. Now this is the Guardian, okay? Now it says, I'm gonna read some of it. Oh, let me show you. Well, let me go this route. Let me go this route. Y'all bear with me. Let me go this route. Okay? You know what? Where we at? All right. There you go. Right? That's where we at. That's where we at. All right? Oh, you can see. There's a Guardian. Okay. This Britain's out, news out, right? Article. Okay. Let me see. It said the mood in Ukraine is somber these days. The casualties keep mounting in the military cemetery in Lviv. I see widows and bereaved mothers sitting silently beside the fresh graves of the loved ones, heads bowed, a life sentence of suffering etched on their face. Medical experts estimate that at least half the population is suffering from some degree of post-traumatic stress disorder. Now, what I want you to do is Google post-traumatic stress disorder. What does it mean? Post-traumatic stress disorder. Give you anything? Stress disorder. Let me see. Oh, you got it?
It says a disorder in which a person has difficulty recovering after experiencing or witnessing a terrifying event.
Woo! So this article is saying half of this population in Ukraine is suffering from a post-traumatic stress disorder. Okay, half of the population. And what does that mean?
It means a disorder in which a person has difficulty recovering after experiencing or witnessing a terrifying event.
So half of the population is experiencing a terrifying event over there. But they winning. Ukraine winning. You see?
It says the condition may last 6 months or years.
6 months or years.
With triggers that can bring back memories of a trauma accompanied by intense emotion and physical reactions.
That's what the women are going through.
Yep.
Okay? That's what the women is going through over there. Because their men are being killed. You see? Because they rounded up going to the front line, the men. So the women are sitting back dealing with this post-traumatic stress. You see? Let me show y'all this article.
Also called PTSD.
Post-traumatic stress. Yup. That's part of that article, right?
Which I've been around an ex-military person that actually has that, and anytime he hears like a loud noise, a loud sound, he jumps because he thinks he's still at war. And this is years But it still affects them right now.
which is saying that. Okay? Because of the conditions that they're going through, anything can trigger that post-traumatic stress. Them people over there in Ukraine jacked up, man. He said half of the population, man. That's a historian who post-Ukraine. Reporting to the Guardian, okay, which is a Europe outlet, news outlet, okay? It says, let me see. Some more of this. It says hold on. It says Vladimir Putin forces are grinding forward using the numerical advantages and exploiting the slowness of the West to supply sufficient air defense and ammunition. They have opened a new front. They have opened a new front north of Kharkiv, which is closer to Russia frontier than London is to Oxford. It fears that Russian forces will now get within artillery range of the besieged city, which is already being pounded by the Russian missiles, drones, and gliding bombs. Only yesterday I learned that the printing plant in Kharkiv, where the Ukrainian edition of my book, Homeland, was recently printed, has been hit with people killed and wounded. Russia's main purpose seems to, that's what I was reading, right? Let me see. Russia's main purpose seems to be to stretch the Russia's main purpose seems to be stretched the purpose 100 kilometers long front line, so that as Ukraine diverts troops to defend Kharkiv, Putin's army can push forward